Thanks for staying with us. So, since the commencement of the operations at the Dangote refinery, springing up in Lekki Deep Sea Port, these two gigantic projects are without doubt major good news for the vibrancy of Lagos State. But many residents around that area are very wary of the fact that in no distant time, their serene environments may become chaotic like Apapa Great Local experience. So in a bid to forestall this ugly and unwholesome situation, the Lagos State government initiated an e-collop system, which they also did in Apapa. Joining on the show right now to speak on this development is a special advisor to the governor on transportation, Honorable Sola Giwa, sharing more light on this. Welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you very much.
Good to have you.
As always.
When I heard e-collop system, I said, the one they did in Apapa did not work. How is the one to do in Dangote refinery going to work? I don't understand what's different between what you did then and now, because we're still having issues. So tell us about this new e-collop system that Lagos State government is doing in Dangote refinery area.
Okay, thank you once again. Thank you for having me. So it's a very simple thing. As a state, we are a determined state. We are calculative in whatever it is we do as a state. We understand that if there's traffic, that means there's commerce. So people come to Lagos because there's peace in Lagos, there's security in Lagos, and our infrastructures are there.
Okay.
So we understand that very well. So I must take you back to Apapa.
Please.
He said the call-up system did not work there. It actually did work.
Okay.
And I think I should take you back to those days where you see trailers you queue up from the port down to Sule, even beyond as far back as Palm Grove.
Okay.
I'm sure you don't see that again.
Yeah. I can attest to the Sule area.
Thank you very much.
Giwa, is it correct?
So what you see now are the tankers.
Okay.
The tankers in Apapa that time did not join the call-up system.
Okay.
And the reason for then was that, the market was regulated.
Okay.
Who was going to take up the payment? So that is what you see. Now, and that was actually a federal program.
Right.
That was the port.
Oh, it wasn't you.
MPA. So we actually worked in conjunction with MPA to do that. And then MPA was not responsible for the tankers. However, in this new space, we do not want what happened to Satellite Town to happen to this area.
Right.
If you understand what I'm saying. So, as a government that knows that we have to be proactive, we have to put this system in place that for every single vehicle that will have to come to that Lekki free trade zone, you'll have to come only if you have something to do there. How do we determine that? We work with the terminals, we work with the operators there, the free zones there, to make sure that as a vehicle wants to come, you just don't come to that area because you want to come and look for work. That is what you see in Apapa. That is what you see in Satellite Town. You come all the way from Sokoto to come and load at the terminal. However, the terminal might not even have fuel for you. Yeah. So you just see them cleaning around. So we're not saying, for this pilot project, for this place, this prime area in Lagos, we will not allow it to deteriorate. So that's why we put this system in place.
Okay, so I can attest to not seeing containers, but as you mentioned, we have tankers everywhere. What are the real players in the Lekki Deep Sea Port? Is the Dangote refinery?
Yes.
Or like tank farms that we have? Or do you have tank farms on that axis now?
It's only two, Dangote and Pinnacle.
And Pinnacle. So those two of them are the ones playing there. So why is A2 being difficult? Because what you have in Satellite Town is that you have different or anyhow players, too many people to manage. You have just two in Lekki. So what's that impediment? What's the clog?
Let me clear something for you. I said in Satellite Town, it is not because we have so many players. It is that there is no system to call them on a need basis. And the explanation for that was that who was going to pay? Is it the tanker driver that will pay? Is it the tank farm that will pay? Is it the marketers that will pay? In a regulated market. You know, the market has been deregulated now. So in this case now, from the beginning, we're saying that this is how to go. And to answer your question again, 79% of activities in that axis is Dangote. So you will see more tankers than you will see the dry cargoes.
Okay.
So whether we like it or not, as a state, we are determined to make sure it works. Because there's no city that cannot fail, and we don't want Lagos to fail.
Yeah. Yeah, so I remember one of the issues with the Apapa one was that like they had to, Nigerians or Lagosians were asking that there should be like a garage where these tankers will stay first, and then when they're called up, they will drive straight into, you know, the Apapa area. In this case, where will all these tankers be before they are called up to move into the area?
So the way the system operates is this. For every terminal or operator there, if you want to come there, the first thing you do is that you upload what you have. That I'm expecting 20 trucks, 2,000 trucks tomorrow. So everybody knows that we're expecting 2,000 trucks. So these trucks, they are coming from wherever it is they are coming from. They go to a park outside the system. So we have several parks, 15 kilometers to the port, to Lekki Junction. All the parks are towards Ekpe, 15 kilometers, towards Lagos, 15 kilometers, so that you don't clog. And then you come in as you are needed. So you first go to those parks, designated park that Lagos State has approved. And each vehicle will have a tag, an RFID tag. And that's what is going to open the terminal gates. Now, the way it is that if you are coming, if you do not go to that park at first, and you get to, say, for example, Dangote refinery, the access gates will not open for you. So the access barrier in our approved park is linked to the one in the free zone. You understand it now? So, for example...
I have to pause you for a second. We're going to come back because I need more clarity on this. But I'm told that TVC News has to link up with to a live event happening again, quarterly ministerial press briefing, Government House in Yola, Adamawa State. So the thinking of others can continue to watch us online on YouTube, and also you can check us out on GOTV and StarTimes. We'll be happy to have you. Continue, sir.
Thank you. So the way it happens is this. So the system is set up in... There's the terminal owner, there's a driver that owns the vehicle, and then there's a call-off system and our own parks. So if you, say, for example, you wake up in your house and say, I want to buy diesel from Dangote, for example, or whatever petroleum products you want to buy, you pay them, get your papers, then Dangote upload it into our own system where we can see it, and we schedule it based on the condition of the road, based on the time of movement that we have created, and their needs basis. We now schedule you.
Mean that my train station, I mean my gas station needs, I need fuel.
You see,
so I'll say you have to schedule.
Then you get your truck.
So the idea is that, so if you don't allow us to schedule you, and then the road gets clogged, you still will not get to the place.
The reason I'm trying to look at the loopholes, because I can pay somebody that's going, just put me in trucks. My station doesn't have any fuel. So can you put me ahead? Can you schedule me ahead? And that's where the corruption happens.
So the scheduling system is automatic. You understand? It's first in, first out. You understand? As you upload, that's how you go out. And that's how it works. And that is the way it's even working in Apapa. Like I said, the only problem we have in Apapa is that the wet cargoes are not involved. You get it? And definitely they will still have to make sure that the wet cargoes in Apapa and Satellite Town also get. Another problem we have in those areas is that there are no parks. Most of the tank farms do not have parking space for them. So that's why they've turned our road, major infrastructure we have, they've turned it to parking, and will not. As a state, we are determined to make this work. Everyone in that Lekki free zone will have to. The governor has given that directive that every single vehicle that will come into that axis will have to join this call-off. And we thank God that Alhaji Aliko has given us the much-needed support that we need.
So obviously, you're still trying to get more buy-in into this. That's why we are discussing it on...
It's more of enlightenment.
Okay.
This is not about buying. This is something you will have to do.
And
the state has said
reassure Lagosians also in that area.
Reassure this Lagosians that area is going to be safe so that other people can come. We do not want that area. That is the fastest developing real estate that we have in Africa. So we cannot afford for it to
mess it up.
To fail.
Yeah. So, I think that many people are also worried about the cost implication. You have to look at the money. is it saving money for people, or is it going to cost people more money to jump on this? And if you can explain that, if you can see where the money is, because in my head I'm like,
downstream players or what?
No. Everybody that is involved. So the Dangote people, are they going to be making more money by being implementing call-up system, or are they going to be saving more money by being on the call-up system? The vendors who are the owners of the truck, is it saving them money, or is it going to cost them more money to be on the call-up system? Where is there money involvement in the call-up system?
It's about time value of money.
Okay.
Optimization of the process. Instead of you getting the road clogged, man hour that will be lost to negotiations, you cannot put that, you cannot quantify that. You understand it now? So what we want is, we want a city that is safe, that people can drive and get to their destination at a predetermined time. That's the most important. So what is the value of getting stuck in traffic, or the life of someone that a trailer will go and eat, or a trailer that will park on the road, or a tanker that will park on the road without, because he doesn't have anything to do. Someone is going to his house after their work and run into it. Yeah. So it's about value of money and time.
So what's the consequence of the truck driver that decides to violate this rule?
Oh, of course, last mile is there now to arrest them.
Okay, I wanted to even ask if you had a task force, because...
we don't want to do task force, you see. So the practical, or rather the purpose of last mile is to educate, enlighten, manage traffic, and then enforce the law. So last mile is on ground there. They are well equipped, and the local government chairman is a wonderful man, has really helped us. Mr. Olowa really helped us, giving us a place, and he's even giving us last mile place to stay. So there's no that issue of, where are they going to stay, stuff like that. We have all that.
When you say last mile, you know why I wanted to say task force?
Yes.
Because last mile is Alakija. Last night, I couldn't pass Alakija to go home. This morning, the trucks were still on the road, blocking traffic. It was Old Ojo Road, even with last mile present. Okay. I'm wondering, because they will come and last mile will direct the traffic, and we will all sit in the traffic hours on end. But thank God we know road through Navy Town.
Like I said, let me get it to you.
How effective is the last mile option?
So let me explain. You see, if you say go and walk, tell your staff to go and do something, you will not give them the enabling environment to work. It is tough for last mile to control traffic in that Agboju area. How do you stop? Who do you stop from coming to Agboju? So the first thing is that we have created a barrier that if you do not have anything to do, you should not come there. Now, let me explain. People will still come. Some tankers and containers will still come.
Yes.
However, they will be deterred because you are there maybe for a week and you don't have anything to do, because your RFID tag will, even if someone calls you and say, come and carry this job for me, you will not be able to access that terminal too. So people will now know that any truck that that is not there, you understand, officially, will not be able to load, so they will be determined. And that way, last mile will now be able to know, like they are doing with the containers. If last mile takes up their phone in Apapa and Tinkan, they can check if a particular container has call-up. So that's exactly how it's going to be done here. Right, so they will just tap their phone, check the app. This man is not supposed to be here. That's why it's been easy for us to manage the dry cargo in Apapa. So now we'll be managing the dry cargos and the wet cargo the same way.
Okay. I mean, I'm happy for Lagos State government, and I'm happy that this is being implemented. Our only worry is that somehow people's bad behavior kind of find a way of corrupting the system with good intentions of government, because we know government has good intentions.
Trust the government.
We are trusting the system.
And trust Lagos State. Have we ever failed?
The system, we know. But Nigerians sometimes behave in a way that is quite worrisome. So I'm hoping that indeed they adhere to this call-up system, and then they don't cause trouble.
So I must tell you also, we've been on this for over 2.5 years. Since the construction of Dangote refinery. That's when we have been on this. So it's not something we're just starting up now.
Wishing you the best, Mr. Giwa. Thank you for much for coming on the show.
I hope we won't have to call you because human manipulation has taken over.
So, I can tell you for a fact, because it's computer-based. Okay. So there's no way. So once we remove technology-based, we remove as much human interactions as possible.
Thank you very much, Mr. Giwa. I appreciate you, Engineer Giwa, for coming today.
I'm not an engineer.
I know the engineer.
Honorable.
Giwa. Let's go on a short break now. We'll come back, bringing our special guest. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.